at Symmons Plains, getting set for the first race in the Aussie Racing Cars Super Series. 8 laps ahead for this one. It's the penultimate round of the championship. But don't forget too, these cars will be in Sydney, and you can also. Corporate hospitality still available for our season finale, and of course, 3-day corporate packages still available. Very reasonable. Good way to entertain the clients and employees, and maybe a few lucky family members as well. Of course, it includes VIP access to the big 2 nights of concerts, including Saturday when John Farnham and Mark Seaman and the boys from Hunters and Collectors hit the stage. We're going to hit the racetrack now with the Aussie Racing Cars. We've got it covered. We're on board here with Jack Perkins, who starts on the 4th row of the grid. Will be on board too with Tyler Owen. And look at the jump. Paul Kamal, the VIP Pet Foods Falcon, carves its way into the lead. Clues is next. Then Sheridan Phillips. Then Adam Gowans, former champ in the Toyota, who is on home soil here in Tasmania. Good field. 32 cars have made the trip across Bass Strait.
Looked like Gowans there just had a little jump before the start, before they actually took off, and now he's down the inside.
He's having a big jump here at the hairpin.
He's going to take 2 in one go.
On board with Tyler Owen. Remember, he's fighting for the championship. He goes by Brendan Pingle. And have a look at the hole in the air that these cars punch and how much of a slipstream you can pick up. Look at Clues. He's back on Gowans. And then you've got to pop out from the inside and then get it done. You've still got to be brave, though, to get past up the inside.
You do. It's a big break point down there into turn 7. You see a big gaggle of cars here coming through to complete the first lap of the race. And this front group has already got a little break on the group behind. So it's going to be very interesting.
I'm shocked. There is never this much of a gap. After 1 lap in Aussie Racing Cars, they are a little bit spread out, which is quite rare for this category. Kamal on that first flying lap, 1 minute 6.49. They'll get faster, but it gets hard to get away because of that slipstream. Here comes Phillips up the inside at turn 4 into the hairpin, and keeping track of all the passing moves in an Aussie Racing Car race. I don't even try. I've thrown away the paper, I've thrown away the pens, because this stuff goes backwards and forwards.
Well, they're so small that they can actually, you don't have to take a conventional line in these cars. They're that small, you can go inside, you can go outside. As we on board here with Jack Perkins. Unfortunately, Jack's not wearing the open face he promised me with the Movember moustache, but 3 wide into the last couple of corners.
Oh, Kyle Clues up the inside, but what this is doing, it's letting Kamal slip away and break the slipstream. That's Tyler Owen. He's up the inside. And that's Jack Perkins. Our 2 camera cars. Ooh, getting a little bit tight. But the VIP boys are through to 1 and 2.
Paul's got a little break there, but if these group of cars actually start working together, they could actually pick him up within half a lap.
Now, we talked about guys coming through the field. Peter Carr, just have a look back, the 61 Toyota, it's just back out of screen. He has got to 6th. He started from 11th, and he's the fastest man on the road. So just because you don't qualify well in one of these, there he is, that silver, red and white car just at the tail of the queue. Even if you don't qualify well, you can still race well.
You can. I mean, that's the start that he would have wanted. Just to get a bit of a break. You can see him here up the inside. See if he can make that pass. No, he can't. He's tucked back in. He's made a good start. He's got no damage. He's up with the lead group of cars. And, you know, that's just where he needs to be. We're only on lap 3, starting lap 4 now. He's got plenty of time to get up there near Paul Kamal.
And Peter Carr, just saw him there flash through. He's won 8 races this year, more than any other driver. In fact, he's double Kyle Clues, who's won 4. And it's really the familiar suspects, because, I mean, Jack Perkins has done a bit of Aussie Racing Cars, but if you, for example, got in one of these cars, you have to adapt to them. You have to find out all the nuances that all of these guys already know about.
Yeah, you do. I mean, it's like any category. These guys know these cars inside out. They know how to drive them. They know how to drive them to get their, get the lap time out of them. And, you know, obviously it's going to take a little bit. It took Jack a little bit to adapt to the Aussie race cars when he did race it at Queensland Raceway. Obviously did very well, but here's a different story.
Gowans and Carr side by side.
Looked like a little bit of bump drafting there.
Yeah, now Owen's down the inside on Phillips. This is for 3rd place. Perfect stuff. And we talked about the championship fight. Aussie Racing Cars have come up with a point structure where it will go down to the last round. It's guaranteed, because they take their 4 races over a weekend. get the order, and then apply a point score to that order that only goes down by 1. So it will go down to the wire in Sydney, there's no doubt about it. And Kamal's just got a margin, but it's not enough to say that it's a done deal.
No, it's not. You know, we're on lap 5 of 8, but like I said, these 4 cars coming up behind him, they have bridged the gap a little bit here. They can work together, especially into this lap. Oh, a little tap there.
That's not working together.
That's not working together. That is hurting, I guess, the chances of all those guys to get up to the front. But as we've seen in Aussie race cars, what will probably happen is they'll be 5 wide going into the last corner. Yeah,
don't put your wallet down at all. It's a dangerous, dangerous concept. Remember that these are powered by a 1.2-litre twin-cam Yamaha engine. They're punching about 125 horsepower, which obviously compared to a V8 with about 650 is not a great deal, but they don't weigh anything at all. They only weigh about 450 kilos. So the power to weight ratio, as Perkins goes through to 4th, is absolutely astronomical.
It is, and you know, a lot of fun to drive. I've actually driven one of these cars. They're like a big go-kart with a gearbox. And but having said that, you know, coming to these sort of places, Jack throwing it around there.
This was down at the hairpin. This is on board with Tyler Owen, FW1 in-car, just giving Kyle Clues a little bit of a nudge. Kamal hasn't been able to get away. Clues in second. Owen, Perkins. Phillips has got car lunging to the inside. And he's got it done. That's through to position 5.
Remember, you see what happens here.
Remember, he started 11th.
He's come from a long way back.
And Cottrell's coming too. He's got to position 8. There he is, that white and yellow Toyota. Just going through a shot there. He's up to 8th place. He started from 16th, so the championship leader. This is a critical race for him in terms of how 2011 unfolds. Well,
it's very close. I mean, you looked at the point standings for the championship, and there's 18 points covering the first 6 cars. It's going to go down to the wire, but I think it's going to be whoever is the most consistent. You know, it's going to get a little lock up there.
Uh-oh, that's not a lock up. That's a bunker job.
That looks like it's coming between turn 7 and 8 onto the pitch straight.
Travis Edwards has found the bunker, and as a keen golfer, you know that that's not where you need to be.
Absolutely not. Absolutely not. He's going to be stuck there for a little while. It's going to be interesting to see if they actually bring the safety car out or not.
Remember, this is a short race. We're on lap 7 of 8. We're on the penultimate lap anyway, so let's have a look. Did it all by himself. FW1 replay.
James Courtney knows what that's all about.
Yeah, it does.
He was there last year.
Did have a little bit of
I got a feeling I got a feeling that they're going to just have a local yellow out in this section here, which is not going to be good for a final lap pass into turn 7. But it's going to keep the race under green until the end of the race. He's got now, so that's a good sign.
So that means that will be a passing possibility on this final lap. Kamal leads the way, the former champ, 2-time series winner. He's been in this category since it began about 10 years ago. And is one of the form guys. Whoop. Uh-oh, not a good place to park.
No. And the leaders are just coming down there now too, so...
Yeah, Adrian Moore would want to get out of there. In fact, he will, just as they get there. Have a look at how deep Clues is under brakes. The thing's twitching and squirreling around. He's just claiming some time from Kamal, but he's not in the slipstream.
No, that's what he was trying to do, make up as much time as he could, just to get within grasp of Kamal, to at least have a lunge into turn 7 on this last lap. But I just got a feeling Kamal's just got that little half-a-second gap, and he's going to control that nicely, providing he doesn't do something silly and lock it up here at the last corner.
Famous last words. Jack Perkins having a little bit of a look at Tyler Owen. He won't get it done there, but nevertheless, he's made up some ground in his return to Aussie Racing Cars. But Paul Kamal chalked it up and takes it to the line. 4 race wins for the VIP Pet Foods Falcon driver for the year. Clues is second, Owen third. That's a good fight back from 8th on the grid. Jack Perkins in 4th from Sheridan Phillips, and Adrian Cottrell got to 7th. And it's the races that perhaps, Steve, you don't win are the ones that define your season.
Yeah, they do. You know, I mean, he could have quite easily there had some sort of a skirmish in the start of the race and, you know, not finished within the top 10.
He got to 7th and he only finished 3.8 seconds off the win. Quite amazing, but standard in Aussie Racing Cars. Adam Gowans was up the front earlier on. He finished in position 10, just outside Richard Fricker in 11th from Glenn McNamara. Mark Duckworth, one of the veterans of the category. Timmy Miles back in 17th, and Brody Marr rounded out the top 20. Aussie Racing Cars done, not far away. We'll go 2 wheels with the Australian Superbike Championship at Symmons Plains.